Oh, they run the ball as good as anybody in the country. You talking about a team that's from year to year we've seen them get dramatically better with Mississippi State, and now it seems like all those guys that were probably freshmen and sophomores now are seniors for that team, and they do a tremendous job. Probably run the ball as good as anybody in our conference, if not in the conference or in the country.
What did you see from your guys last week?
Last week, just guys being comfortable and getting checks. There's a lot of the communication wasn't where we needed to be. So we went back to the drawing board and getting guys to talk more on the field and get the communication right. And getting the process of leadership. There's some times out there that we need somebody to step up, and it was just last year we had guys that did that, and this year just kind of that role of searching for some guys that take that role.
What did you see from Nico in his first start at safety?
A guy that really went out there and really tried to do everything we asked him to do, and can do a lot more. He never got tired, never got down, played within the system, but he can do a lot more. Just having coming back and watching tape. He comes in at nighttime on his own and watch tapes on his own, and I've seen progress already from one game, from the first game at Utah State to now, and his ability is tremendous, but he can provide a lot more to us with his leadership and his knowledge of the game.
Talking about Demetrius, a guy that mainly had seen action on special teams and really kind of sparingly on defense. It was his first real extended time. How did you do?
He's going to get better. Probably didn't make as many plays as I wanted to make, and probably wasn't in a position to make as many as he needed. But he got to find ways to make plays. That's what he does on kickoff, and he has that ability to do it. And again, with the checks that we had last week, Coach went back and simplified some things for him. We look for a lot more from Demetrius.
Who in that safety position is kind of the checker? Who calls things on
Nico.
safeties? Nico.
Yeah, Nico's the guy. And, on the whole secondary end, T. Bell is probably the glue back there for us, and then Chris Davis is a kid that's really coming along. So all that group, was from the nickel to the corners to the safety. All those guys are one. T. Bell is probably the guy that's got the most experience out of everybody out there as far as playing corner, playing nickel, and a lot of the game time. Nico probably has the most game experience, but T. Bell is really savvy, and the guys really rally around T. Bell.
You talk about communication. If people think about communication, they think about offensive line and some of those things.
Right.
Talk about it in the secondary, though.
But
the line is so important.
It's on our end. If you don't communicate at offensive line, of course, quarterback gets sacked. But if you don't communicate on the back end, then it's fight song. Because if one guy get turned loose, then guys running free, and that's what we never want. We never want to see guys running open. You see games where Gus Malzahn, the guy's eyes get caught in the backfield, guys stop communicating, and then next thing you know, Lutz and Kirkland is not. Nobody's running for 5 or 10 yards. That's lack of communication. Something broke down somewhere. And so for on the back end, you cannot ever not communicate with each other. You got to talk to each other all the time, even if it's simple gestures to each other with hand motions or some type of way. The communication always got to be up and moving for us on the back end. And we try to take pride to say, hey, don't let anybody go unfree. If you catch a ball, you make sure that that it's color on color. Somebody can see. The quarterback can't see an open window or try to throw the ball in some kind of tight space. But never ever let them run wide open.